everyone, and welcome back to Southeast Iowa Video Network's Community Profiles. I'm your host, Greta Clemens, and we are powered by KCTC. It is Tuesday right now, and it is like almost 50 degrees outside, and it's beautiful. So I wore my spring clothes today just to invite in the warm weather and hope it stays. I don't think it's going to, but we'll hope and pray for it. So, but I'm excited today to be joined with two members from our library, LeAnn and Cary. Welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, so they're here to chat today to chat about some different things going on at the library here in Washington, and there's always a lot going on, so we're excited to hear about what's going on. So LeAnn's going to kick us off. If you want to give just a quick introduction on who you are, and then we can dive right into...
Sure.
Or I'm sorry, Cary, no.
Yeah.
Do I have it backwards?
Cary and LeAnn.
Cary and LeAnn. I think I wrote it backwards on my paper. So awesome. So Cary Ann is going to jump in.
I'm Cary Ann Siegfried, and I'm the library director. I have the best job in the world.
Yes.
And so we do have a lot of things going on in February, and I'm going to hit a few of the high points, and then LeAnn's going to talk about a really special program that we've got going on, that we always have going on in the month of February. But I wanted to take a minute to just kind of highlight some of the programs that we have going on in the Make It Place in February. One of the things that's turned out to be really, really popular in the Make It Place is our new pottery studio.
Oh, yeah.
And so we do a lot of different types of pottery classes. We have 3 wheels, and so we've been doing classes on Saturday, and we can do 3 at a time, and our classes fill up really, really quickly. So if anybody has any inkling that they want to try the pottery wheel, get signed up as soon as you possibly can, because our classes do fill up.
How do you sign up for those?
Online. So
okay.
Just go to our website, go to our event calendar, find the class on there that you want to sign up for. Click on it. You enter all of your information, including your library card number and your...
Is it free, or do you have to pay?
It is not.
Okay.
Pottery classes, since we do pay an instructor and since we do have materials, there are charges for our pottery classes.
Okay.
So, but the great thing is, once you've taken usually 3 wheel classes, you're certified.
Oh.
And so then at that point, all you need to do is buy clay from us and come down
and do it yourself
and do your stuff. So,
Very
it's a
cool.
great investment to be able to learn that. And then some of our hand building classes that we have are very low cost, because basically what you're paying for is just the materials, because some of our instructors for those classes are volunteers. So we have, like, coming up on Saturday and next Monday, a hand building class called Kitty Cat Class with Krista.
Oh, I love that.
So it's Krista's one of our volunteers who has made these really distinctive little kitty cat clay figurines, and people can do a whole lot of different permutations of those and come up with their own creative models. And so she's doing, I think actually that class on Saturday is full, or maybe almost full, but we still do have space in the class on February 4th.
Awesome. So if you want to make a kitty cat with Krista. Cute.
And we also have on Saturday the 15th, we've got a couple different pottery wheel classes. One, since it's so close to Valentine's Day, we're doing kind of a couples or a partners pottery class, where basically you get 2 people for the price of 1. So basically each of the couple can have their turn on the pottery wheel. So fun thing to do together.
That's cool.
And then also kind of in that theme, we've got a paint your partner or pal. And that's for ages 16 up. So, come with your partner or your friend, and you'll get it, and you'll be painting that person.
I love that. I've seen that on like TikTok and stuff, and it cracks me up every time. So
it's going to surprise them with your painting when you're
the artistic
I think
abilities.
that will be great fun. And so just, people are always kind of wondering, well, what do you have in the Make It place?
Yeah.
What's really going on there? So we do have quick tours for people who just want to come and they want to see everything that's there, see what the possibilities are. We do a quick tour on Tuesdays from 5:30 to 6 and on Thursdays from 12 to 12:30. So that's a great opportunity to just come and do a whirlwind tour through everything that's going on there. And then you have an opportunity to kind of pick what you'd like to learn how to do.
Yeah, because you guys have a lot of different stuff and printers and a music
3D
studio,
printers,
right?
We've got a music studio, so a lot of different things going on. And then last thing, I kind of wanted to plug our Washington Public Library Foundation is doing a spelling bee on February 20th. And, for those of you who were, kind of nervous about your spelling, it's a kinder, friendlier spelling bee than most. So it's very team-oriented. So you come up with your team of 3 to 5 people, ages 10 and up. So, a family could be a team or a service club or a school, that kind of thing. So it could be any combination of people. So you have a team of 3 to 5. For the first few rounds of the spelling bee, you're collaborating. So you don't have to be up there spelling out loud in front of everybody else.
Yeah.
And and then the top-rated teams who come through those first couple rounds, then they do need to have a good speller who can stand up there in front of everybody and spell. So you really just need to have one brave person on each team who will be able to do that. So we think it'll be a fun event. Refreshments, spectators, come even if you don't want to, if you don't have a team. Come and watch what's going on. We'll also have a silent auction as part of that. And since the proceeds from this are going to benefit the Make It Place, our silent auction is creative works by local artists or materials that may inspire the creative process. Sure. So really a variety of things. So we have some great donations from some of our very talented local artists.
Yeah, and we have a ton of them.
So that's going to be a lot of fun.
Awesome. That's February 20th, you said.
February 20th.
And how much does it cost to have a team in that?
So it's for adults, $25 per person. For kids, $10 per person. We do have, if there's some kids who are interested, we have some service clubs who have volunteered that they might be willing to sponsor to pay the registration costs for some kids who would like to do it.
Awesome. So if you're a good speller.
Yeah. Or even if you're not.
Or if you're not and you want to have fun. I like to think I'm a good speller, and then until I have to stand up in front of a microphone and spell it, I don't. I think I'm just used to spell check on the computer. So
we're looking forward to it.
Fun. So you have some fun events coming up. And like she mentioned, you can tour the Make It space, which I think is awesome because I didn't even realize how much stuff was in there until I've been in there and seen. It's also on the your guys' website as well, which is helpful. So they do have a Facebook page and a website that you guys keep up to date. So you can always check back there of all the things going on. But anything else you want to add before we jump over to LeAnn after the break?
I think that covers most of it.
I think you hit it all. Awesome. Well, we'll take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll chat with LeAnn about Fiber Arts February.
In the heart of rural Iowa, where community matters most, the connections we make are made to last. Meet KCTC, your hometown internet, phone, and TV provider. At KCTC, we're not just about technology, we're about people. Our dedicated team are your neighbors, committed to bringing you top-tier services right where you live. We believe in giving back to the community that raised us. Experience the power of a real connection with KCTC. Join us in building a stronger, more connected Southeast Iowa.
Come visit us at Purposefully You Boutique and Home. Feel amazing in our comfy casual clothing styles with new inventory arriving weekly. Explore our unique home decor and delightful candle scents. We're conveniently located just 1 block north of the downtown square.
At Seafirst Credit Union, we're all about making connections, like how we connect you to that dream vacation with a savings account designed to help get you on the flight there. Connect with Seafirst today and see why together is better.
The Connie and Amanda team is dedicated to giving back to our community by actively engaging with our clients, businesses, and the public. When it comes to helping you find your next home, investment, or commercial space, the Connie and Amanda team is here for you.
Bring the kids, share the memories, celebrate 75 years of traditions at the Midwest Old Threshers Reunion. Relive the magic of steam engines, antique cars, and trucks, tractors, gas engines, and horses. Whether it's your first visit or a cherished tradition, you'll enjoy the delicious foods, the thrill of an Old West shootout, and the excitement of nightly grandstand entertainment. For 75 years, this has been the place where memories are made at the 2025 Midwest Old Threshers Reunion, August 28th through September 1st in Mount Pleasant, Iowa. Visit oldthreshers.com for more details.
Washington County Hospital and Clinics, providing quality health care that puts you first. Whether during a hospital stay, seeing a primary care provider for wellness exams or sick visits, minor surgery to a total joint replacement, or recovering from an injury, we're here when you need us.
More than you expect for your health care. Washington County Hospital and Clinics.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to Community Profiles. I have been chatting with Cary Ann and LeAnn with the library about all the fun events that are going on and happening. The library hosts so many fun things. I was actually scrolling their Facebook page before the interview just to kind of see what was happening, and there was a lot.
Yes.
a lot. So make sure you follow them and stay up to date with everything that they have going on, because there's all sorts of things for all sorts of ages. So check it out, follow them. We'll link them below. But LeAnn is going to chat with us now a little bit about a special event that happens in February, and that's Fiber Arts.
Yes.
Yes.
We have what we kind of call our Fiber Arts February celebration. It's kind of a thing I started probably 15 years ago.
Oh, wow.
I think we've been going for 15 years.
Okay.
And a lot of it comes from, it's sort of built over the years and gotten bigger and bigger and bigger. A lot of it comes from volunteers and just the people who love textiles and fibers, and if they're willing to maybe teach a class or give a presentation, then we organize that all during February and have it all kind of concentrated. We're trying to spread it out a little bit more because now that we have our sewing center in the Make It place, we can do fiber arts, year round. So, and we can always do fiber arts year round. So, but we still do have a celebration. We do still have a lot of events occurring. So I'm just going to kind of go through all of the stuff that we are doing.
That'd be great.
This year.
Yeah.
One of the things, we're going to utilize the Make It place, and we're going to have a quilt block sewing class. And that class is going to occur February 5th, 6th, and 7th at 5 to 6:30 every night. We currently can only have 6 people at a time take a class because otherwise it's just too many people trying to learn that skill. And quilt blocks, you've got a lot of little pieces that you've got to get together. So we are asking that people register and that they are already certified on our machines. It's very easy to get certified if you haven't been to a class yet. It's not hard at all. You can call into the library and Allison or I can help you. Basically, you have to just learn how to use our machines.
Gotcha. Okay.
Thread our machine, because a lot of people, it's the other part you can get as you're going. But if you learn how to thread the machine and do the bobbin, you're pretty well good to go. And like I said, anytime if you want to call before the class occurs, we can have you meet with one of us and we can certify you. Awesome. So quilt block sewing we thought would be an interesting one. We have a great volunteer, Jean Frazier, has been teaching our classes, and she is amazing, wonderful. She's probably been sewing for 30 some years, I would think, at least, and she's just wonderful. She's very patient, and she's just a great teacher.
Awesome.
So quilt block sewing. We always have a group called Sticks and Strings at the library. They meet once a month, sometimes twice a month, depending. And the Sticks and Strings in February is February 7th at noon. So it's a noontime one. And we are going to have our potholder weaving looms available. So if you want to come make a free potholder, we will get those out. We bought those a couple years ago for Fiber Arts February, and we still have them, and we use them with the kids a lot. Yeah. But adults always say, hey, I want to do that too. Yes. So we're going to pull them out for that special Sticks and Strings.
Is that an easier thing to do? Is that why you get
It's not bad. I mean, it's weaving, yeah.
Okay.
It's weaving, yeah. And so it's probably a little bit easier for some people. Getting it off the loom is a little bit of a challenge. But
I might be able to do that.
Yeah, I was like, I know, that might be something I can do. Quilt? No.
Yeah, so come on out.
Yeah.
Yeah. A really special thing, we always do collaborations. So we're collaborating with Art Domestique this year, as well as Studio on the Square. We also have some other collaborations, which I'll talk about in our exhibits. But this year at Art Domestique, they will be having an exhibit called A Journey of 10,000 Stitches. And this is Mary Kay Himes, who is a fiber artist, and she makes quilts, but they are beyond just like your grandma's quilt. You know, they're very artistic. They're very elaborate. And she has just written a little booklet, a book called A Journey of 10,000 Stitches, so it's kind of based on this. So the quilts she will be exhibiting will be those. A lot of it's about her travels that she's taken and how she wants to take that experience and put it into a quilt. And so it's kind of very interesting to see her, you know, what she creates out of all of this. And she's just, it's very elaborate.
That sounds cool.
Some of her quilts are in the window at Art Domestique right now.
Oh, I'll have to go look. That sounds interesting.
Very beautiful.
Yes. And so she's
so
going to give a
impressed.
presentation on this exhibit as well. So on Thursday, February 13th at 3:30 p.m., she's going to give a presentation to talk about her her book, A Journey of 10,000 Stitches, her quilts, and her process. And then she's also going to do a gallery walk following that. So if people want to go and walk from each quilt to quilt, it's a good time to do that.
Cool.
Yeah, so we're really excited to have her. She's really fabulous. And kind of coinciding with this is going to be our quilt walk, because we thought it'd be a good time to start the quilt walk. We did this last year and it was very popular, and so we decided we needed to bring it back and do it again. So the quilt walk basically goes 3 different spots. You can start at the UP Church. They are one of our partners. The United Presbyterian Church is partnering with us, and they will be exhibiting quilts over their pews, and that's where you will start. They did a fabulous job last year. It was a really, really gorgeous display. Aaron Kay, the pastor over there, does such a great job. And we have a whole bunch of volunteers who have signed up to show their quilts from the community.
Yeah.
And we have a lot of talented quilters in this community, and they are prolific. Sometimes it's amazing because several of them would tell me, well, LeAnn, yeah, I can bring a quilt. Or I can bring 3 or 4 quilts.
Well, I know they're a lot of hard work, so I'm sure they want to show them off, and they're beautiful. So,
They are.
yeah.
And so,
how cool.
And it's such a fun time. So you've got 3 different chances to do that. You can do this on Thursday, February 13th from 4 to 7, like an evening.
Okay.
You'll go from the UP Church to Art Domestique to see Mary Kay Himes, and then you'll come to the library because we are also going to have community quilts in our Helen Wilson Gallery on the 2nd level.
Okay.
So there will be also, like I said, we have enough quilters in this community and around the community to be able to exhibit in all 3 places. You can also do that on Friday, February 14th, 10 to 5. You can, so any of those times that work for you, take the walk. Friday, February 14th, or I'm sorry, Saturday, February 15th, 10 a.m. to 1. And we always give out a little ticket, so grab your ticket either at any of those locations, at the library, at Art Domestique, or over at the church. And if you get your ticket punched at all 3 locations, you can win a quilt.
Oh, cool.
Yes. So we've had a beautiful quilt donated. It's very colorful. I don't think Cary Ann has seen it yet, but it's gorgeous. And so it's going to be given away. And last year, I think the winner was from Iowa City. Somebody came down from Iowa City to come to our quilt walk, and she was so excited to win the quilt. So it's a great
Very cool.
opportunity.
That's cool. It draws in people from surrounding areas.
Yeah,
So,
and I think quilters like to talk to other quilters, so
Sure.
you get a lot of those, people together. But anybody can enjoy it. I mean, you don't have to be a quilter or a sewer to enjoy this quilt walk. Another thing we're going to be doing, I started the Project Recycled Runway many years ago. Oh my gosh, that's probably started 15 years ago as well, when I was the teen librarian at the library. I am no longer the teen librarian. Our teen librarian now is Janisa Harris. And so she has continued the tradition because she liked it so much. And so we're going to have Recycled Runway, and this is for 5th through 12th graders.
Okay.
And they will come in and they'll have recycled books to, use, newspaper, magazines, tape, string, and try to create some sort of fashion apparel. We have a mannequin, so you can use the mannequin to kind of do it, and they're always shockingly, amazingly good. I mean, they have no
that's
skills.
impressive.
Yes, they have no skills, really, to have dressmaking skills or anything like that. But they have made some gorgeous, gorgeous creations over the years. And even back when I was doing it, we had the gals model them, and they were in the
I was going to say, do they wear them?
Well, they can be worn, because then we did the spring fashion show over at Dodache's shop one year with Ilea. She was one of our models. And so, it was so much fun, and they can be worn. So she's going to be doing that again, 5th through 12th graders. And that's on Friday, February 14th at 1 p.m. They must not be school that day, I'm thinking, since it's at 1. It might be a no-school day.
Or they're out early, I think, on Fridays.
And then the collaboration that we have with Studio on the Square, they are doing a Dream Catchers workshop, and they're going to do it twice. They're going to do it February 19th at 4 o'clock or February 23rd at 1 o'clock.
What is Studio on the Square?
So Studio on the Square is right above the Northside Diner. And
I didn't even know that was there.
Yeah, so June Henderson and Nancy Albert have a studio up there.
Okay.
And they often will offer classes. They do masterpiece painting classes often. And every year they collaborate with us to do something fiber art related. So people will be able to come in and they'll be getting an embroidery hoop. And this is free. The library is paying for it through the Fiber Arts February budget. And so they'll get a hoop, like an embroidery hoop, and then they will do, there'll be beads and buttons and feathers and fabric and such. So they can take 10 per class. So register for whichever time is easiest for you to go, if you can do an afternoon or if you can do an evening. Those are both offered. And then we're going to end up with our last event being the potholder weaving for kids. We're going to have the looms out for the kids and do that on an early out Friday. Janice is going to do that with them. And they did that a couple years ago, and the kids really enjoyed it. It was something new they hadn't done. So
yeah, that sounds fun.
Non-techie, so
yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, very cool.
So that's all the events, but I haven't even told you about the exhibits.
So lots of so a lot of events you can get involved in, in all different skill levels. It sounds like so.
And you can find all of this on the website. If you need to register for the events, just go to the events calendar, click on the event, and it'll be very simple. You just put in your name, email, phone number, and so forth. So pretty easy.
Awesome.
Lots of exhibits this year that are included too. So probably in the summer, I started coming up with an idea that I really wanted it to be a community exhibit. So I thought, well, I want a lot of people to contribute to this. I want everybody to be a part of this. So it's one massive art piece made by a bunch of people. Is what the
That's
thought
cool.
was.
Yeah.
Yes. So, and I've seen this before, so I didn't come up with the idea originally, but it's been out there, but not necessarily in a small town Iowa place. But we called it Hoopla, and what I did is I handed out these plastic hoops. They're kind of like the exercise hoops you would use, and I just said, people come get a hoop, and please make something beautiful inside it. Crochet, knit, weave. We had some macrame. Do whatever you want. Make yourself a beautiful piece. And then we're going to bring all of those pieces together. And my concept was to hopefully use our skylight shaft, basically, that goes up in the library, and to hang them horizontally but put together. So we managed to accomplish that because it is up.
Yeah.
And it is pretty fabulous. Hoopla is up at the library. Come in and see it. We have 81 hoops.
Oh my gosh.
And 18 artists that contributed to that. So some of them made a lot of hoops. Because,
I say that's multiple hoops per person.
Yeah. And it's pretty fabulous.
Hoopla. I like the name of it.
Come see Hoopla.
We have a lot of people who are wandering into the library.
And they just look up.
The kids are the best.
Yeah.
The kids' faces are the best because they're just shocked.
Yeah.
Yes. And so many people are like, well, how did you get that up there? And they don't realize that we can go up on the second level. And
so are you adding with this Hoopla, or are you, it's just to see it. It's just to see it. This isn't a class.
This is an
I forgot
exhibit.
We transferred over to exhibits.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So like I said, we started this probably last summer when I started handing out hoops. And then we just installed it. I had great helpers, Carol Ray, Nancy Albert, Debbie Hansen, Aaron Kay, and I, and who am I forgetting? I think I'm forgetting somebody. Who was my other one? Debbie Hansen. If I'm forgetting you, I'm so sorry. But there was 5 of us, so that must have been it. And it was quite a feat to install. But we ended up, getting it figured out, and it was kind of like an engineering problem that we had to figure out, and it worked.
Awesome.
All over the railing while they were doing it.
Exactly.
Everyone was safe.
Yes, everyone was safe. Another exhibit that will be up is coming this week. They are going to be coming. We have had kind of a fun relationship with the Cedar Valley chapter of the Embroidery Guild of America. there's kind of a group up in Cedar Rapids, and they are embroiderers. And last year when we did Fiber Arts February, we had a embroidery class, and then it was so popular, we had 20 plus people, I think, embroidering for the first class, and they sent down 4 teachers. We had to do a second one in the spring with the same gals. So I asked them, I said, well, would you ever bring your stuff to exhibit here? And they said, we could do that. So I said, how about next year? So they are coming down, and they are going to exhibit some of their really fancy stuff that they have embroidered in our front foyer of the library. So right when you walk in, you'll be able to see it in the cabinet there. So we're really excited to have them. As I mentioned earlier, there will be quilts up in our Helen Wilson Gallery. That exhibit is called Comfort Me. It's just a community quilts exhibit, so there will probably be 16 plus quilts upstairs to come see.
And that's part of the quilt walk.
Yes.
Okay.
And it will be up for the whole month of February, so you can come see them anytime.
Anytime. Okay.
Yes. Also in the library, we often do a whimsical exhibit, and it's kind of like a community project. We're calling this one Scales and Tales. We are partnering with Paws and More.
Oh, cute.
On this one.
Yeah.
Yes. And so they have come up and put up all of their information. But we have fiber pets that have been crocheted, knitted, sewn by members of the Sticks and Strings, the people that like to do that kind of stuff, and have donated their little fiber pets. They all have a name. I think there's, I don't know, the people who made the laser, the engraved tags in the basement had to make like 40 plus tags, I think.
Lots of pets.
Yes. The names of the pets, so they all have a name.
Oh, cute.
And so we want kids from 1 to 10 to come in and tell us which ones you would like to adopt.
Cute.
You may not get your first choice, but then they are up there to look at throughout the whole month, and at the end of the month, we'll give those to the children. And then Paws and More has all of their information up there, too, so if you want to get interested in a real adoption for a real pet, all of their information is up there. They are also going to be bringing a pet to visit the early out after school. I think it's on the 7th is when they're doing that.
Good.
I think that's the early out day that we're going to have either a cat
Yay.
or a kitten or a dog in the
That'll
library.
be fun. Yeah.
So we'll let you know soon, but that's going to be part of that too. A small exhibit that we have is called Clever Little Books. We just had a workshop last Saturday. Mary Patterson taught us how to make handmade books, adorable little books, and we have a small cabinet upstairs that's going to show off all of the participants' books that they made last week. So that'll be fun to look at, because that's also fiber. Paper is also fiber. Also now, of course, we have a second gallery, it's called Art Underground. That's down in the lower level of the library, right beside the Make It Place. And we have 2 artists exhibiting there for February. We have Mary Maxted, and she is showing off her macrame called Tied Together, The Beauty of Mary's Macrame Creations. And then another artist, Natalie Miller, and she is doing Modern Macrame by Nat's Knots, and she is also exhibiting her macrame down there. So it's just full of macrame in the gallery downstairs. So that's through the whole month of February. And then, of course, I told you about the Mary Kay Himes over at Art Domestique. So a lot of exhibits at the library, and then, of course, at Art Domestique. But you can come to the library and go upstairs, downstairs, and the main floor to
you'll find
lots of
something.
fiber. Yes.
That's cool.
So we're very happy. It's always so much fun, a lot of joy, and so everybody seems to really enjoy it. So
Awesome. And you guys have the cutest names for everything. Art Underground, and I don't even remember them all, but I'm like, oh, I love that. I love that.
Well, it's always been suggestions by people who often pop in and say, wouldn't it be neat if you called it?
Yeah. A lot of creative people out there, so
Yes.
love it. So make sure you guys check it out. There's lots of activities to do, and then also exhibits if you're not into making something but just want to check out all the beautiful work at the library. So we've chatted about the Make It Place, the Spelling Bee, Fiber Arts February, but you did mention one other thing that's kind of cool that's going on, and that is the Calligraphy Club.
Yes, the Community Calligraphy Club has just exploded. We did not realize there was so much interest in calligraphy. Tammy and I, actually it was a patron that came to Tammy and I and asked us if we would ever consider doing calligraphy. And both of us said, well, I don't know any calligraphy teachers and I don't know calligraphy. And so Tammy and I talked about it, and the lady said, well, there's this tutorial on video, this gal who teaches it quite well. We said, well, we'll check it out. we checked it out and we thought that the crash course was very good. The lady is very precise. She's not just, oh, you can learn calligraphy. She says it takes a long time and it's hard. But she has a crash course that you can take for free. So we said, okay, let's call it the Community Calligraphy Club. And the idea is we're working together to learn. We don't necessarily know. We're not the teachers. We don't have a live teacher, but we're going to go through the video tutorial together. And if you get better, maybe you can volunteer one day to be one of our teachers and so forth. So we're just kind of working together as a group. And we have about 15 people showing up right now. We're going to start adding a night. So the next one, we've got one today. This is a Tuesday, so this isn't airing until Thursday. But it's going to be, the first one is going to be in the Monday evening on the 10th. At 6. Did you have 6 on there? 5 on there. Okay, yep, I'm looking at the wrong thing. 5 o'clock. So 5 o'clock on Monday evening, February 10th, you can come. And then if you can't make that one, you can do the Tuesday one, which is the 11th at 2 o'clock. And we have pens, we have paper, we have the workbook for you, so you get all of that to use. The pens you do not get to take home. You can only use them when you're here. And so if you get addicted and you really want to do it, you can go out and buy yourself some pens. Gunny Sack has them, and I think iGraphics might have some pens here in town too.
Awesome.
Pens. So yeah, it's been really fun, and so far we've just gotten through some of the basics of just the brush strokes. You just have to learn to go up and down, and it is quite complicated, but we're all having a very good time, so it's fun.
Good.
So join us. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. So if you're interested in calligraphy, you can join the calligraphy club. That was a tongue twister. But again, they have so many activities going on, so you can check that out. But upcoming spelling bee, the Make It Place, and Fiber Arts February. So practice your spelling and practice your weaving and all the things, and you can join in on some of these fun things. So awesome. Well, anything else you guys want to add in?
Just check our website and our event calendar, and you'll see all the wonderful things that we've got going on.
Yes, absolutely. We'll link that below for you, so you can just click and then follow them and check it all out. But thank you guys for joining. It was fun having you. I don't know if you guys will be on, but I know the library will be here a couple times throughout the year. So make sure you guys tune in for that to discuss more fun things that will be going on. But other than that, that is it for today. So I hope you guys enjoyed the warm weather and have a good rest of your day, and we will see you next week.